Hello everyone, my name's Reber5061 and I would like to say I'm about to start a Let's Play series of the FTB DW20 1.6.4 pack, and I would very much like it if you would watch. We will be starting a brand new world. This is just a test world I made for this introduction video. We'll start a brand new world right from the beginning when we start. And I would also like to say I've added a couple of mods extra to the pack because I always like to have these mods, and I also have edited a few config files, and I'll go over all that here in this introduction video. So let's say we get started with that. Let's see, we'll start with the mods. Our first mod that I added was damage indicators. If let's see here, I'll show you what it does. Cow. No, I don't want a tainty cow. We want a regular cow. Reindeer cow. That's what the damage indicator does, that in the bottom left. It adds what you're looking at, shows a little picture of it, and it shows its health level. And it also, if you hit it, gives you a little pop-up of how much damage you did to it. The next mods we added were the from bspkrs. It's ArmorStatusHud, which is let's see. It just adds a little durability deal. I got it set to the left over there, right there in the left middle of the screen. It just gives you a durability of it. It can also give you like how many items you have left at a time in your hand, or the durability of a weapon in your hand if you got a weapon. There it goes down a little bit, just like if you use the weapon. I also added from him world stake checkpoints. I added that because I've had a couple of corrupted worlds and where I could not get back in, so I added this for backup saves. I've got it set up to save every 10 minutes, and it'll keep 5 of them at a time. It's a very nice backup system for saves and stuff. It's already saved like 5 of my worlds when I play with it, so I always add that to anything I play. The next mod set I added was the crafting suite. It adds a bunch of different crafting tables, different kinds and everything. Like this one. You can make plans and stuff, and it's got a little inventory system. A lot of people have seen stuff like this where you just, if you want to, say, make a stick, you can make a stick, and it'll just use this inventory to make stuff. This one says the storing modifier, tools modifier, wool, and clay. The tools modifier is this little thing over here, so if you had a tool in there like a hammer from Industrial Craft or a cutting tool, it can add you can just click on it and it'll do its thing. Like if you put a piece of iron in here with clicking on the hammer, it'd give you an iron plate. This one's the same, it just has 3 of them instead of just 1, and it's a very nice system. I like it a whole lot. That's why I found I like this since they added a whole lot more since they added this little tool deals over here. You can also even add a minimum stone over here to the left, and click that, and it'll add that to it. And you can add your iron, like if you want to ender pearl and stuff like that. And then you got a couple other things. I don't usually mess with most of this stuff. I just only do the tables and use those. See here. Our next is the Enchanting Plus mod. It adds this advanced enchantment table. Pop it down over here. If I want to enchant something, I got, you know, requires levels and stuff. There's a config option I've disabled for it that lets you turn off if it needs books around it. I figure that's a nice upgrade. Say this is supposed to be an upgrade to a regular enchantment table. You have to make the enchantment table you have to make this to make this, because it goes right in the middle. Or you can make a table upgrade, but it's still kind of costly. And then you make this after you make the enchantment table, and basically all it does is it just makes you where you know what you're getting, and you can go all the way up to 4 or 5 or however much the enchantment allows you to go to. Now, and you can also, you know, repair items. Say I put the sword in here and I had it enchanted, it could be repaired without having to get an anvil. You cannot rename your stuff in here, so that's unfortunate. You'd have to have an anvil to rename stuff. The setting I disabled was that it needs bookcases around it. I decided since it's supposed to be an upgrade, it shouldn't need bookcases around it, because, you know, if you're going to go this far, you might as well not have to have bookcases around it. But it's still, all the enchantments and everything still cost the same. It would cost 30 to do certain enchantments and stuff like that. Let's see here. Our next mod is GammaBright. You can see it off in the upper left corner. What it does is it gives you very much light. It gives you light like so. It lets you see. I added that because I figured that everybody would like to see this, and you know, it's better than just you know, not being able to see stuff. I figured y'all would like to see stuff and everything, and y'all would be able to see stuff before I did, most likely sometimes. So I added that. I changed. Direwolf likes the map writer Opis thing. It's okay. It's just I like my Zan's Minimap more because it shows you mob spawns and everything, and I like my mob spawns to be on. So since I can have, you know, all my mobs on and everything, I just decided to go ahead and switch it from Opis Map Writer to Zan's Minimap. I just like it a whole lot better. It don't really make no difference or anything. Of course, for some reason, oh, there it is. Okay, I thought it wasn't showing the map, showing them on the map there for a minute. I don't need you, Enderman. Let's see here. The next thing I added was I found a workable version of equivalent exchange. Pymar's on Pymar's thread for equivalent exchange on MinecraftForum.net. A couple of people are compiling builds he does on GitHub, and one of them made a build. It's pre2a-45.jar, and that adds all the Minim stone recipes back to it, and it allows you to use the Minim stone again. Let's see here. A lot of this stuff is work in progress. Anything that says work in progress is not used yet. He's also even changed it so far where the new thing is shards of Minim do not drop from mobs anymore. You have to use the calcinator and calcinate some diamonds to get the shards. So I don't know if I'll ever update this without. I don't know if I can ever update this without it crashing the world. So I think we're going to keep it like this until, you know, we create a new world eventually, which will be far down the line. Like maybe maybe episode 100 or so, we may be at the end of it. The next mod I added was NetherOres. I don't think I can. Let's see if I can make a nether portal real quick. I always add NetherOres. I don't know. Actually, I don't even know why this was not in the mod pack already. It just seems kind of silly that this wasn't off in there, because it makes the nether so much better, I feel, that I don't know why you wouldn't have this already off in here. Whoops. Can I just go ahead and light it anyway? Yeah, okay, cool. Let's go in here. We'll get our nether loaded up. I'll probably die because I'm not very protected, and one gas shot's going to kill me. Oh, cool. We're in here. Okay, so it adds, you know, like ores from other mods and stuff into the nether. Like we got tin ore here. We got nether quartz is normal, nether gold ore, some more nether gold ore, and all kinds of stuff in here. Copper ore, lead ore, coal ore. So I added that because I like that. The one thing I disabled from that is angering the zombie pigmen. I disabled that because I don't think it actually adds anything to the game. I just never felt it did, so I just disabled that. But I did leave the when you mine it, it has a chance to explode the ore next to it, but it has a chance to set off an explosion. So I have that still enabled. I like that. It's very challenging. You got to watch yourself, and you got to get away. You know, if it starts to explode, you don't want to hurt yourself. The next mod I added was not enough keys. Let's see here. This is what not enough keys does. It separates everything into its separate, each mod into a separate configurable key binding deal, and it also has a conflicting deal. I'm not going to click on this right now because there's a bug with the mod right now that if there's nothing conflicting and you click on configure for conflicting, it will crash the game. So I'm not going to click on that right now. I have them all set up anyway how I want, so not really going to be much in there. I'll just have to try to get it. I may have to look in there every now and then for certain keybinds, because a couple of them are kind of strange spaces, like on my number pad or something. I can't exactly remember where they always are. I updated Tinker's Construct in 1.0.11 of the Direwolf 20 pack. It's still kind of behind on the Tinker's Construct, and the newest version, 0.56 of Tinker's Construct, I think it is, adds a good couple of bug fixes. So I added that, and I decided, you know, just to let that go, and you know, I wanted to keep that. I wanted to make sure that was updated because I like Tinker's Construct. That's basically about the first thing I do after I create a world and get everything set up and start mining and stuff. Is the first thing I do is build a smelter and start getting into Tinker's Construct. It's usually the first thing I do. So I always keep Tinker's Construct up to date. Yeah. Yeah, that's... Thank you. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. That hurts. Ah, that hurts. That hurt. That. Thank you. The next thing I added was VeinMiner. What is VeinMiner? VeinMiner is this. It mines out, as long as the blocks are connecting, it mines out. I got it set up to mine out anything. Go away. Thank you. I have it set up to mine anything as long as it's connected to something else, and it has to be the exact same thing. Give me a diamond pickaxe here. See, and it only goes so far. Otherwise, you know, it actually drains your hunger. If you mine out enough, it drains your hunger. So I decided to, and I reduced the radius. It default was like 800. I reduced it down to like 128 because I didn't want it to just, you know, be overpowered. So usually it'll, if it's set to 800 and it has to have 20 in between 20 blocks connecting to each other for it to continue mining. If you leave it at the default configs, it will mine about forever as long as there's block connecting and you hold down the key. So and that's the last thing I added. Like I said, I edited a couple of config files. Like I've let's see, on COFH, I increased the origin for some and I decreased the origin for others, and left most of them the same. All the diamond ores are the same. I did not increase those. I increased the redstone because, you know, thermal expansion, logistics pipes, all of them majorly require redstone if you're going to go those routes, so you might as well increase the origin for that just a little bit more. For thermal expansion, I always felt that, you know, ferrous ore, or nickel as it's sometimes called, is very, very rare. It's way too rare actually to me to be, you know, it's just really, really rare. I feel it's too rare. So I increased it to about the same rate as silver. And silver is still kind of rare, but it's not as rare as diamond. So that'll give you an idea of what we're looking at for ferrous ore, or nickel as it's called. I also, let's see, what else did I increase? I did not increase iron, I did not increase gold, I did not increase lapis. I increased copper just a little bit. I felt it was kind of low, so I increased copper. Tin, I went half of copper. That was a little bit of a decrease actually. Tin was a little bit less than copper, so after I raised copper up, I halved that copper and made that to 10 level, and 10 is still a little bit less than what it was before. So that's actually, you know, pretty, you know, good. So that'll make 10 a lot less than it usually is. Let's see, what else did I do? I think that's about everything. Like I said, I changed some configs. I'm not going to list them all. Let's see. Well, I did, let's see, I can tell you one more thing. Applied energistics. I increased the Certus quartz spawn rate because I always felt that was kind of low, and I like getting into applied energistics a little bit faster than normal. I didn't increase it too much. I just increased it just a little bit. I should be able to get into applied energistics just a little bit sooner, but not so soon that you could really almost tell the difference. It's just a little bit sooner. I also, let's see, I think that's it. I want to thank everybody for watching this video, and I hope you watch the series when it starts. I'm hoping to get the first episode this weekend. If not, it'll be next week when I start it. And that's everything. So I thank everybody for watching. I hope you liked the video. Also, disclaimer: I'm not a professional, so it will. The only professional thing about me is my green screen back there, and I just got that like this week. So yeah, I'm not a professional speaker. I'm not a professional talker or anything. I'm not a professional audio person, video person. I don't professionally edit videos or anything like that. So you're kind of be watching an amateur, and hopefully I get better as I go along. Like I say a lot. Hopefully I'll say a lot less as I go along. I'll just have to figure out something else to say instead of you know, like that over there, you know, that. So yeah. So like I said, thanks everybody for watching. I hope you enjoy the series. I hope to get this up I hope to get this up within 24 hours, maybe next morning. So I hope everybody likes the video, and thank you for watching, and I hope to see you during my series play. Thank you.